Welcome back to Having a Cup of Joe with Joe. I'm Joe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Thank you for tuning in. If you can like, subscribe, hit the notification, be greatly appreciated. I am spending my last day in Thailand before heading back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining me on this adventure in Thailand. I hope you join me for the next adventure in Pittsburgh, and then the adventure returning back to Thailand. But I'm here at my daughter's apartment, beautiful apartment building. It's pretty cool. And here, let me get over here real quick. And here, down the lounge, you got like a pool table. And back that way, they got like restaurants and stores and all kind of cool stuff. Very beautiful building. Very beautiful place she lives at here in Bangkok. But I figured I'd do a pre-record since I don't have internet at the moment where I'm at. I'll be here. I'll stay overnight, wake up in the morning, hang out most of the day. Around 4 o'clock, head to the airport. Check in around 8. I fly out, learn guitar, fly out from there in DC, fly out from there, and land in Pittsburgh 32 hours later. It's gonna be a long one. What's crazy is when I land in DC, I'm only like 7 hours from home, but I got a 6.5 hour wait. I could literally rent a car and drive home at the same time, but why do that when I could just hop on a plane and go? So I'll wait, I'll have a coffee in DC, get some footage. This morning was a little hectic. I didn't have time to go live. We woke up early. I was supposed to come here last night, but I wanted to sleep at my house one more night. So instead of leaving last night at 5 p.m., we left at 5 a.m. this morning. So between 5 a.m. and noon, I've been traveling and doing stuff. And it only takes like 2 hours to get to Bangkok, but you gotta figure we stopped, got something to eat. But it was nice. We grabbed something for my daughter to bring to her. After we ate, we brought it to her. So it's been an alright morning. A little hectic. I got a story for you though. We're on the bus heading to Bangkok from Ekimai Station in Pattaya. This Indian dude sitting straight across from me and my wife is on his phone with the volume up, loud as shit. Everyone's either being quiet or trying to sleep. And he's just half hour in, I'm getting extremely pissed off. Like, how rude are you? You have a headset around your neck hanging, but you won't plug it in to listen. You're making me listen to some Bollywood. I like Bollywood movies, but I don't want to hear it when I'm trying to take a nap on a bus. So I had to ask the dude, hey, turn your volume down. He didn't. I waited 3 minutes to give him a chance. I was like, hey dude, turn the fucking volume down or put your headset on. Nobody wants to hear this. It's rude. He like looked at me and I gave him that evil eyes to... Man, that dude instantly turned his volume down and wouldn't even look back my way. I just don't understand. How do people not have common courtesy for other people like that? Like, you're on a bus with like 100 other people, probably only 50 other people, and you're the only one playing something loud on your phone, plus you have a headset around your neck. And you're too rude to plug it in. I bet you he didn't have that good of a trip here. If he treated people on the bus like that, he probably didn't have too good of a trip here. He probably treated everybody here like that, and I don't know. I know it had me a little heated. I had to say something. Oh, and I'm the only one on the bus that said something, because Asian people, I'll give it to them. Thai people, Filipino people, they are so kind and so generous that they don't want to cause a commotion and tell the dude, hey, stop. Well, dude, I'm from America where we tell you to shut the hell up when we want you to shut the hell up. I ain't just going to sit there and take it. So I was the only one that spoke up, but I got to have a peaceful hour and a half on the bus after that. Dude, I'm telling you, sometimes I love being me just because, one, I don't care. Two, I'm intimidating looking. And 3, I don't put up with nonsense. I'm a really nice guy, just don't get on the bad side of me. Because I ain't afraid to tell you what I think. And like, dude, I felt bad for everybody else, not just myself. But that was fun. It actually kind of made me giggle afterwards, because whenever I get annoyed and then I make my point and people listen to my point, it makes me feel like I'm not wrong being a little rude. Because I was rude to raise my voice. I admit that. But what he was doing was worse. So it made me giggle. Because I was in the right more. I don't know. Other than that, the bus ride was nice. I got some tamarind treats to bring home. Some got the seed and some don't. And it's really good stuff. I can't wait to share with people. What else? Oh yeah. When I was in Pattaya, heading to Ekamai bus station in like a minivan, dude, we looked out the side and there was a monster truck that was orange and yellow striped for beach patrol, and it was a monster truck. Like, is that so when people get in the way they can just drive over them? I don't know. I wish I could have got footage of it. It was so awesome. A monster truck beach patrol rescue vehicle. Oh man. Yeah. My daughter's bike goes into service here as soon as I get a little money and send home. I got to send home, well, I mean send back to her about $200. Yeah. She got a checkup and they're going to change the chain, the sprockets, and the shocks, and the front fork seals. But there's my daughter's beautiful, beautiful bike. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? I like it. She did good. But you want to see something funny? You can tell she was raised by an American. Look how she's parked compared to everybody else. They pulled in, and she's the only one that backed in. I taught her that. Back your bike in so you can pull out. If there's ever an emergency, you can pull right out. So yeah, you can tell my daughter is a little bit American. Makes me proud. I'm a proud daddy. Yeah, when she walked by a little bit ago, I had to stop her. I was like, Simbe. She's like, yeah. I was like, I'm proud of you. You parked the right way. Because I told her, I was like, dude, always back your bike in if you're not on a slope. And when there's an emergency, you can hop on it and go. If you're pulled in, you gotta push it backwards and then hop on. Like, nah, that ain't how you do it. And she listened and she remembered and made me proud. I'm telling you, I gotta be one of the luckiest dads in the world. She actually listens to me. She's upstairs right now working on a school project. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna show her some of the tools I brought her. But yeah, her bike's such low mileage that it still gets service calls, which is good. You know what I mean? Still got some warranties or whatever. You know, like, heck yeah, dude. But I gotta send home a couple $100, make sure she can get everything updated, because she needs a new chain, new sprockets, rear shock, and front fork seals, for sure. For sure. After that, that bike's gonna be golden. Shout out to my cousin Alan. He's gonna hook me up with a car I can rent off of him for a month until I can get my own. Thank you for pulling through for me, Alan. Shout out to my dad. He just bought a new minivan that I can borrow when I need to borrow. So thank you, Dad. I know it's been something I've been worried about, is how am I going to get around to get to work? How am I going to get around to do what I need to do, like grocery shop or whatever? And now I got a peace of mind knowing between my father and my cousin Alan, I'll be able to get around. And when I get home, if Alan is cool with it, I'll have him come on live and say hi. He's an awesome dude. He's pretty much been there for me since day one, you know, and I've always looked out for him and his brother. And, you know, that's why we're family, man. We look out for each other. So about 48 hours, I'll be in Pittsburgh. I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm nervous, scared, and sad. I'm telling you, it's a whirlwind of emotions. But it won't be bad. I think this time around, everything's gonna go a lot smoother because I'm so much more determined. I got rejuvenated. And what I mean by that, I was getting so depressed being away from my wife and daughter for 5 years. Now I've been back with them for 2 years. I feel rejuvenated. I can go another 6 months to a year working. It's a hectic life. Long distance relationships are hard. But if you got a keeper, it's worth it. Like my wife and I, we understand our situation. We're loyal. We're dedicated. So it ain't a big deal. Time is an issue because we're getting older. But also I got to get some work in because we're getting older. That 66 T-Bird is just sitting there waiting for me to get her going. I can't wait. Like, it's just like right there, like, come on, Joe, get me going. Because she runs, she drives, but I got a transmission seal leaking. And I think it's where the transmission mounts up to, well, it ain't even really a transmission. It's the flywheel where it mounts up to the engine. Or it's behind the flywheel where the flywheel mounts to the transmission. It's one of them two spots that's leaking on that T-Bird. It ain't too bad of a fix. You just got to rip all that shit apart, and it takes time, but it'll be worth it because then I'll be able to burn tire. I went out, that's how they blew the seal the last time. I mean, it is a 390 big block with a big ass carburetor on it. I guess some guy came and saw my brother's Camaro and thought it was a Firebird because it's a similar looking vehicle. And my dad's like, nah, that's a Camaro, not a Firebird. And he was dumbfounded. He couldn't believe it. And then my 66 T-Bird, he thought was a 50, like a 58. My dad's like, no. Dude was like 20, so he's still learning. But it was cool to know that even the youngins still like these old cars. I definitely enjoy working on vehicles. I really hope I can find me another intruder when I get home. It'll take me about 2 months to afford it, and it'll damn near be winter, so I don't even know if it'd be worth me getting. I know I just want another one just because that was one of the most awesome vehicles I've ever sat on, drove. It was just an amazing vehicle. Thank you, Bob Love, for selling it to me for the price you did. Thank you, Travis, for letting me know your dad was selling the bike. And thank you, Mark, for buying the bike off me when I needed the money to come to Thailand. So, thank all you guys. And Travis and Mark are cousins. And yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll be able to get some video of the bike, even though I don't own it no more. I want to get a nicer one. I kind of wouldn't mind getting a little, like another, between 2000 and 2004 Suzuki Intruder 800. And I'd like to put a Springer front end on it with like a 6-inch extension. And then I would also like to get a little fatter back tire and a king and queen seat with running boards and make it my chopper. I think that Intruder would be an amazing chopper. We'll see. Because who knows, I might buy one, build it just to sell it. I don't know. I love buying stuff, building stuff, and selling it. I've done it with several cars already. Several vehicles. Like that Intruder I sold. When I got it, I pulled out 2 pounds of squirrel nest and acorns and sunflower seeds out of the air intake on that Intruder I bought. when I was home last. I had to change the exhaust because it was all clogged up, so I put open pipes on it. I had straight pipes with a quarter baffle in it so I could pass inspection. I changed the carburetor on it. I changed my gears on it. It made it a lot faster, a lot louder bike. So, I mean, every vehicle I touch, I can't help but to soup it up a bit. I kind of feel like Tim Allen from Tool Time, how he's always giving stuff more power. I can't help myself. My dad taught me how to work on vehicles, and then you tell me, oh, you can get more power. All right, dude, let's do it. But it's gonna be fun. I just wish I could have my wife and daughter with me. It'd be a lot funner. But like I said, my daughter's in college. My wife's working all the time. Gotta work out visas before I can even think of that, so we'll figure it out. But I want to thank everybody for listening to me ramble. Listen to me go on about nothing. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you checking out the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification, and I'll see you at the next Having a Cup of Joe with Joe. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. See you at the next one.